A very happy Women's Day to all the beautiful women out there. Also to all the men who supported women in their life. So hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to suggest 6 women-centric book. I'm not doing this because it's Women's Day, but I'm doing this also because this is the question I mostly get, and it is a common question that I mean, like most of my friends asks me that do you have any women-centric book to suggest? Like, can you just suggest me books that are mostly women-centered, like something empowering women, something like that. So that is also a reason why I'm doing this video, because I think it's a must, needed kind of thing I should do. So yeah, let's begin. So the first book that I'm going to suggest is Becoming, and it is by Michelle Obama. This is my recent read. I have completed it recently, and it's very fresh in my mind because of that or what, I don't know, but I think that this is a memoir, of course, and this is a very suitable book if one wants to read something about women empowerment. So Michelle Obama struggled during her life, from her childhood to becoming of first lady of USA. So it's all her struggle in this book, and I have found it very inspiring, very motivating. It's a very amazing book that one can read, and I have it's a very page turner book. Like, you will not find it boring anyway. This is such a smooth, smoothly written. The language, the style of writing, everything is very nice and very fluently written. Michelle Obama has indeed done a great job in this book, and I think every woman should read this book. So the next book that I'm going to suggest is A Thousand Splendid Son. In case you want to read a fiction book, then this is something that you should read if you want to read a women-centric book. This is written by Khaled Hosseini, and he's an Afghanistani writer. In this book, it's all about how two women, struggled, and their culture is totally different. The plot is in Afghanistan itself, and it's all about how women, when were deprived of their rights, basic rights, that they, all these things were written, and how two women used to fight to come out of all those restrictions and all. So it's a fiction book, and the story is very heart touching. Like, one cannot just read and okay, I have completed reading this book, and it's not like that. You have to you will obviously feel it, and it is unforgettable and heartbreaking, and you can say a masterful story. This is something you can definitely go for if you want to read a fiction book on women empowerment and all, like a women-centric book. If you want to read, then you can definitely go for this. The second book that I'm going to suggest is by Sudha Murty. This is 3000 Stitches. In this book, the writer Sudha Murty has written her experiences in different fields, her experiences in her life, in different chapters she has written, and in every chapter there are some information that you get, and mostly I think if I remember, I found this chapter 2, I guess. One second. The second chapter, that is how to beat the boys. Sudha Murty was all alone in a boys' school, and she wrote her experience, how she she was all alone, and the entire school was full with boys, and there was no girl, because at that time no girl used to go for higher secondary, higher education and all. It was only Sudha Murty, and she fought, like all alone, and she told her, story how she beat all those boys, like after, struggling after becoming the topper of the class. And she all the boys started respecting her. It's something like that. The whole book is very inspiring, very motivating, and also there are many information in the book that one can get after reading this book, because there were a few informations like various spices of Indian culture or something like that. It is an informative book also at the same time. So this is definitely something I would like to suggest if someone wants to read a woman-centric book. So the next book that I'm going to suggest is The Forest of Enchantments, and it is by Chitra Banerjee Divakaruni. I always used to misspell this title of this writer, Chitra Banerjee Divakaruni. Okay, this is an amazing book. I should really thank the writer. I already made a video on this book, like a review video, but I forgot to thank the writer in that video. So I just have made my mind that okay, in this video I'm going to at least thank the writer, because the writer has written this story so amazingly, so fluently, and I literally cried after reading this book. This is a fully women-centric book. It is the story of Sita and the whole of Ramayana, but it is the book is through Sita's eyes. Like, it is how Sita, how Sita felt during the entire journey. We know Ramayana through Valmiki's eyes, right? But we have not known how Sita might have felt, or what Sita have gone through. We just know that she was just like, she was victimized in many of her situation, but we did not know in depth. But this book is something, it's amazing. Like, one cannot stop crying after reading this book. It made me cry, it made me emotional. So this is a full women-centric book one can definitely go through. So the next book that I'm going to suggest is a non-fiction book, and it is Being Rishma by Rishma Qureshi. This is the book about an acid attack survivor. She is also a model in Indian model industry, and this is a must-read book. It is very compelling. The the strength she gathered after facing such kind of incident is something it's very extraordinary. It's very extraordinary, and this book will teach you how to be strong, how to be bold, how to not lose hope. It's something I cannot express through words. It's something that will motivate you, like, from inside. If you want to go for some beautiful non-fiction book, then definitely you should try this book. The price of this book is 599. I have not discussed about the earlier book price. So the Sudhamurti book is 250. Thousand Splendid Son is 499. I got it from a Flipkart, and it was a sale going on. I got it in a very less price. Becoming is 700, I guess, but I don't know I don't know how much I had to give for this book. I forgot. This is a second-hand collection, I remember, and I bought it for 200 rupees only. So the last book that I'm going to suggest is a biography of our first Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, and the name of this book itself is Indira, India's most powerful Prime Minister. It is written by Sagarika Ghosh. Indira Gandhi was a very powerful woman, and she's known as the most powerful prime minister. Whatever the the negative part and the positive part, just not giving a look upon all those kind of thing. If we look straightly, of course she is a very she's an example of women empowerment, I think. So in that way, I just felt like I should suggest this book too. So this were the book that I wanted to suggest. So this much for today. I hope you all liked my video, and please do subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to like, and also don't forget to share with your friends.